Hello, hello. Welcome back. Yeah, look, getting straight back into it today. It is currently 20 past 6 in the AM. Yeah, something a bit different today. I'm off to Leicester to do a promo shoot day for CJ's album campaign, which is really cool to be a part of. Obviously, CJ's like an artist and there's a bunch of us that do session work for him. He wants this album to be like a band album. So it's all the same lads that played on the record. Yeah, just going to shoot some content for like the album release campaign. All the singles, reels, shorts, artwork as well for the album. Big long day, planned ahead, pretty big operation, but excited to be a part of it. I haven't done anything like this to this scale anyway. So I'm just off to pick up Harry, bassist in the band, and then driving off to Leicester. So yeah, hopefully I'll get to capture a bunch of stuff today. That'll be cool, and you get a bit behind the scenes into what it looks like to take content for an album release day. Okay, great. Let's go and get some petrol and let's get to Leicester.
Morning, Stu. Fucking hell.
Welcome back to Stew 2. Something a little bit different for you all today.
Don't fucking burn that bean.
The bean's been pre-made, mate. It's nothing to do with me.
Yeah. It's going to get more to say. Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. When it's yeah.
Take you on a tour?
Yeah.
We'll lift first, actually. It's one of the old slidey motherfuckers.
Yeah.
But it gets you from A to B, gets you from 1 to 3, does the job, moving swiftly on. Dressing room now, actually, I suppose. Kind of like your classroom from high school. You know, you'd find a Bunsen burner in there.
Yeah.
Cool. It's coming with me. Reception. do you want more? Do you want even more? Let me put this back.
So it's all getting cut.
All good with John?
I bet it's nice.
Why?
People always come and picking you up.
I'd love that. Someone would pick me up.
Like when you're running towards the crack.
This might crack.
Maybe go a bit lower, a bit closer to us.
There he goes. Duck and roll.
Oh, how steady's my heart?
That was good.
That was amazing.
That's a good goal. Oh, yes. No. Oh. Hello, we're home. We did it. It's like 7:45. Big long day, but yeah, that was wicked. Really cool, fun experience. Different to like stuff that I'm used to in the past. So yeah, really cool, great team. Yeah, big thanks to HK Curated Space in Leicester. Beautiful looking rooms. Insanely nice furniture. Yeah, really cool. I recommend if you're looking for a kind of space to do any kind of music-y bits or any kind of photo shoot in general, the space there is stunning. All the furniture and the things you can put together is really wicked. So yeah, I'm absolutely knackered. Yeah, day off tomorrow, so we're just gonna chill. But yeah, wicked day. Catch up with you guys soon. Hello, back in the studio today. I was meant to be going to Leeds to do a writing session with a friend of mine on some original music, but unfortunately Cal, the guy who I work with on all my own music, had to cancel and rearrange for a different time. So I kind of got like a free day to do some random stuff. So I thought it might be quite cool to try and do a horn arrangement over this track that I've liked for like quite some time. About 2 years ago, I started a horn section called Hold Tight Horns. It's like a pop session player kind of thing, with myself on baritone and alto sax, and then a tenor player and a trumpet player. That was great fun. It was like wicked trying to like dive into that world of writing these like horn parts over pop tunes with the goal to ultimately get hired by like an MD for like a bigger artist. And it's great, there's like loads of content out on Instagram. We kind of would write these arrangements and record these arrangements over these tunes, and then we film it and then post like reels on Instagram and TikTok. And it was a lot of fun. The only issue is I'm now in Manchester, Gus, my tenor player, is in Leeds, and Matty, my trumpet player, is in London. So it's quite difficult to get the boys together to record these things just for content for online stuff, especially since Gus runs a Brazilian band which is absolutely incredible and tours constantly selling out shows across the UK. So he's really busy with that. And Matty is probably one of the most like in-demand trumpet players in London at the moment. He's played for Rizzle Kicks, Jess Glynn, he's just been on tour with Robbie Williams, and in fact like 2 weeks ago he played at the Brits with Mark Ronson and Dua Lipa. So a very, very busy guy. So to try and like pull them both to Manchester to do some online stuff is a bit tricky. So that's kind of on hiatus at the moment, and especially since I've just been working on kind of building myself up as a session player as well and working with artists as just on my own. But I thought since we've got this spare time today, we'll kind of get back into some arranging, and I'm going to try and write an arrangement, record it, edit all together. I'm going to play Barry, tenor and alto on it, so just a little 3-piece section thing. And yeah, the tune I'm doing, it's a really wicked tune. It's by a band called Parcels, who are like a pop indie but like funk band, and yeah, they brought out a new album last year, and the tune on it's called You Got Me Feeling. It's just a really uplifting, fun tune, but there's no horns on it. Yeah, I'm gonna kind of like dive in of like how I would, when I was doing Hold Tight, how I'd do it, how I'd write the parts, record them, and then the kind of mixing of it as well. But first we're gonna go and grab a coffee to get fueled up for the day. Yeah, I'm really hoping this works out all right, so we'll see. Okay, cool. So I've got the session loaded up. Yeah, the way I normally do things is kind of write the part out on piano. I've got a little MIDI keyboard down here. I don't know if you can see it. And then I'll like put the parts on the MIDI horn section. And I do that just because when I'm exporting it into Sibelius to score it out, having like a MIDI file is so much easier than like writing out the part on Sibelius. And then yeah, just gonna kind of mess around a little bit now and see what we can come up with. I'm super familiar with this tune, so I've already got some ideas of what I want it to sound like. So yeah, just crack on. Gotta work out the key first. Like B flat, I think. I think it'd be cool to have a little build there. And the way I always tend to do that, we've got a 3-piece horn section, might as well use them. Barry, tenor and alto, and then stagger them in just to kind of build a chord, which always is pretty fun. You can get to hear my amazing MIDI sounds here, the hell yeah. That'd be cool. And we'll definitely do a big hit on that one there. And then we'll do the next kind of like chord harmony on the tenor. Yeah, and then set the alto on top. It's a nice chord and it wants to resolve, which is kind of good for a build. Oof. Getting into altissimo region on alto there. It's definitely going to want to resolve to. Cool. And we're in. So that's like the main like drop section there that we're into now. What I really like about Parcels music as well is you can hear every single thing. It's never overcomplicated or there's never too much going on. Like everything has a purpose, which I think is really, really good. So I kind of just want to support what they're doing there and have tight punchy horns. So yeah, into this drop section here. I've just got the synth line going. Definitely we'll do something with that. But I think to start, yeah, I like a little something like that. Maybe just on that kind of root note again, actually. I love that synth part there. I can't play it, so we're going to have to type it in, so bear with me while I do that. I think that's right. The synth's got like a little glidey thing in, but it still sounds good with the horn, so I'll just copy that across. Yeah, we spread it across the octaves there, which is great. Definitely feeling a little hit on 2. I love stuff like that, so cheesy, but hey, it works. And just to be even cheekier, what we can do is just add a little crash, kind of bring out the horn hit there, which would be cool. So that now sounds like this. I think I quite like that. Get that in. Yeah, I quite like that. And then yeah, what do we... Here. Yeah. So one of the reasons I'm a saxophone player, or one of the reasons I wanted to be a saxophone player like professionally, when I was like 14, I came across a video on YouTube of a guy called Tom Walsh, who's a trumpet player, and he'd done a horn arrangement of a 1975 tune called Settle Down. It's like 3 trumpets, tenor sax and trombone on it. Like, without trying to sound too dramatic, it was honestly life-changing. I was a huge 1975 fan, still am, like one of my favourite bands, and then just to see like this kind of like punchy horn section playing over the top of it. I'm going to put a link to it actually in the description of this video because it's so worth checking out. There's a lick in that it comes to mind that I think would work here. Here it is. Ooh. This video is, I haven't seen this video in ages. This video is unbelievable. Yeah, I think this lick here that they play would be great for the track. Yeah, we'll just get that across the horns there. We'll make this last note. We'll find a harmony for that. So let me just quickly do that. Yeah, I quite like that sound. I'm not going to bother doing another hit there. I don't want to do too many, even though it's super tempting. Yeah. It's okay. It's not great. But I'm conscious of time, so we'll crack on. We'll just keep it in. It works. And then, yeah, I'm going to hit the ba-ba-da, ba-ba-da. So the full kind of lick on that bit sounds like this. I like it. I think it's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm feeling like another build here. Okay, to not bother you with figuring them harmony parts out because that took way longer than it was meant to. This is what I've got for this last little bit here. In context, sounds like this. We're in the outro part now. My first thought was just writing like a counter melody. Yeah, I'm gonna have a little play around and see what comes out. Okay, so I've got this little thing written in. Okay, so I'm going to quickly do a harmony for the tenor. And then that's just going to repeat there, I reckon. But it does end slightly differently. And I think we're just going to have to double the synth part then because it's the only thing playing. So I'll just quickly put that in. Alright, cool. I think that will have to do because now we have to try and record it on all 3 of my saxophones. So that's going to be fun. So yeah, let's dive into that. Right, so I've recorded all the sax parts now. I just need to give it a super quick mix, and then I'm going to record the video, stick it in a Final Cut, edit it, and yeah, I'll show you guys what the final thing looks like and sounds like. You got me feeling, you got me feeling, you got me Hello, it's Saturday. I'm just about to head out on a gig. It's actually back in the northeast in my hometown ends, so I'm tying it into a little visit to see my mum, which is lovely. But yeah, a nice little 2-hour drive there. It's been an absolutely stunning day today, so it's been nice to get out, see some friends, sit in the sunshine, soak in that vitamin D. So yeah, looking forward to tonight. This actually might be the first wedding of the year for me. Can't be. Maybe it is. This could be the first wedding of the year, so it's cool to film it. Yeah, I'll try and get as much videos as I can, and then yeah, we'll kind of wrap up the week and sign out afterwards. Up to Darlow we go. Try and get a Parmo when I'm up there. Fucking hell, you can tell I've been in the sun all day. Right, I'll see you guys up there. Hello, so that's it. I'm going to wrap up here. Sorry for the kind of ominous lighting in my car. It's kind of spooky, isn't it? But yeah, I've barely got any battery, so I'll keep it brief. Another great week. Really am enjoying doing this. Can I do that? Is that better? There we go. I'm really enjoying doing this. It's been great. If you are making it to the end of these videos, thank you so much. It really does mean a lot for people just like giving up their time to watch me just kind of like give this creator thing a go. And I'm having a blast doing it. So yeah, thank you again if you are making it to the end of the videos and dropping a little like here and there and like words of encouragement. It does not go unnoticed. It really does mean a lot to me. So I really appreciate it. But yeah, another cool week coming up ahead. Some interesting gigs next week, which should be fun. But yeah, I will catch up with you guys in the next video. Yeah, thank you. See ya. Well, I don't know. I keep ending it like this. See ya. Beep, beep, beep. Llama, llama.